Hi, and welcome to Gentle Core. This is an amazing core class for anyone who needs to rebuild their core strength or perhaps work on their pelvic floor strength. So really, it's a class for anyone, but you're not going to see any crunches or really sweaty core moves in this class. It is a really soft but strong core class. So we have 4 movements, and we're going to repeat them twice. Because this is a shorter class, feel free to tack this on, even up to like 4 or 5 days a week if you are looking to rebuild your core or really just strengthen your core overall, but with softer movements. Okay, so when you're ready, meet me on your mat. We're actually going to get started on our hands and knees in a bird dog position. So first we're going to come into that quadruped, and you're going to take an opposite leg, you're going to extend it out. Opposite arm extends out, and what we're going to do is lift. We're going to meet in the middle, extend, and lower. Lift, meet in the middle, extend, and lower. So by doing this move here, we are just turning our core on. And really what I want you to focus on is making sure that we're not letting our belly hang low, but in fact we are closing that gap between our ribs and our hip bones, and we're solidifying this low back, okay? Couple more. Good, up, meet in the middle, extend, and back down. Last 2. Good, breathing all the way through, last one. Good, extend and lower. Good, we just move to the other side. Here we go. So starting with just tilting our pelvis and closing that gap between our ribs and hip bones, we're going to extend, out, middle, extend, back down. Good. I'm going to tuck my toe because it feels better for my knees. You can do whatever feels best for yours, okay? Up, extend, or meet in the middle, extend, back down. Good. So remembering to breathe all the way through is going to be very important. We want to relax our core, but at the same time engage it. So I don't want you to be trying to suck in your belly button or pushing it out. Nice and neutral. Last 2 coming up right here. So lift, middle, extend, back down. One more time. Lift, middle, extend, back down. Good. Okay. You're going to come and meet me on your back. Okay. And let's talk about engaging our core a little bit here. So generally, when we say engage your core, most people don't know what we're talking about. So we want to make sure that we are almost preparing it, right, for something to happen. So if our kids were crawling all over us or our pets, we aren't just going to let our core kind of be all floppy. We are going to engage it. So really it's about bringing our rib bones down towards our hip bones, and you'll feel all of a sudden your low back will come very close to the mat. And that's a nice neutral position, and we're bracing for impact here, okay? We're gonna go into dead bugs. I'm gonna make sure I have enough space here. There we go. So knees are gonna come up so that my shins are about parallel with the floor. Arms come up, and we're going to extend opposite arm and opposite leg. There are a few things you can do here, okay? So one, if you are really new to rebuilding your core, keep your knee bent as you bring your heel down towards the floor, okay? If you are a little bit more advanced in terms of core work, or you've been doing it for a while, but you really just want to see what a nice gentle core is all about, then what you can actually do is extend your leg down towards the floor, but don't rest it there. Good. That's it. Extend and bring it back. Remembering that we want to engage our core, so brace for impact, right? Because if we don't, then what happens is our back comes up off the mat and we're not working our core at all. We're getting all that work in our low back, and it doesn't actually feel very good, okay? So embrace, and here we go. Yes. Sometimes we have to think about what the opposite arm and opposite leg are doing. There we go. 4, 3, 2, good, and last one right here. Good. All right, bring your knees down to the mat, and we are going to brace our core again. And this time we're gonna slide our heel. I'm gonna glide mine because my heels on my shoes are gonna make it really difficult to glide. So we're going to just glide one heel forward and then bring it back, rest, other side. So I'm really just trying to push my foot forward while still engaging my core. So feel free to put your hands on your core here and feel it actually engage. It should all come together kind of in the middle, almost like a corset, right? Good. And just breathing every time here. Good. Last 4. Good. If you're on a slippery floor and you have a pair of socks on, that is ideal. Good. You can just kind of slide that heel forward and bring it back. If you're like me and you have shoes and a mat, feel free to just glide it or float your foot. There we go. Excellent job. One more movement before we repeat those all over again. We're gonna bring our legs up, and I'm gonna put my hands on my thighs, okay? We're gonna start on the left side, so I'm gonna push my thigh into my hand and my hand into my thigh. Okay, so they're really gonna be pressing against each other for 5 seconds, and then we're gonna switch legs. So here we go. Press, press, press for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Switch sides, press. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Switch sides. 5, 4. So what's happening here is my core is engaging whether I like it or not. Switch sides. I'm pushing my thigh into my hand and my hand into my thigh. Good. Switch sides. Last time here. Breathe. And switch again. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, excellent job. So that brought my core really into a point where it was engaging and it was working quite hard. So let's go through that one more time into bird dog. Here we go. So in a quadruped position, we're going to extend one leg, one arm, opposite sides, and we're going to lift, bring it in, extend, back down. Lift, in, extend, and down. Close your gap between your ribs and your hip bones. And really take your time. There's no need to rush these movements. Remember, the name of the class is Gentle Core. Good. And we are really just focusing in on our form and making sure that we're getting all this work done in our core in a really beautiful, gentle way. One last time. Up, bend, extend, and down. Switch sides. Here we go. Up, meet in the middle. Extend, back down. Good. Get your balance. Sometimes it's about bringing that other hand out wide a little bit more. Up, in, extend, back down. Notice that my pelvis was starting to turn up because I'm trying to get the work out of my core is what my body is trying to do. So now I want to put it back in. Okay? This is all about being aware of our body and where it is and where it wants to go. Last one. Up, in, extend, back down. Good. We're going to come onto our backs into bird dog. So shins are parallel with the floor, arms up high, and we're going to extend. Opposite arm, Opposite leg, very similar to bird dog, but very different too, right? That feel is not so much in the balance, but it's in the core engagement, okay? And always feel free to shorten that leg. So leave a bend if you need it, or a full extension if you want it, okay? Sometimes we need to start with that bent leg, especially if we're coming back from having a baby, right? I remember it took me a very long time to rebuild my core. I am still working on rebuilding my core after 2 kids, 2 C-sections, 2.5 years apart. Good. And my youngest is 7, so it's been a while, but little by little we chip away at it. All right, last 4. Good. 3, 2, yes, and 1. Excellent. Bring your feet down. We're going to go into those alternating slides or glides. So we're going to push, good, and then bring it back. Now this one really, you have to engage your core. It has to be part of the process. Otherwise, you're just going to sit there and push a leg forward. It does nothing. So it's all about feeling that core engagement. And I really do recommend putting your hands on your stomach and figuring out what that engagement feels like. Because sometimes we need to reconnect with our core in order to understand what a core engagement feels like. Good. 4, 3, yes, good. 2, and last 1. Good. All right, final move. We're gonna bring our legs up in that 90-degree bend, hands on thighs, and we're gonna push into each other one side. Let's go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go other side. Good. You'll feel your core engaging here. 3, 2, 1. Switch sides. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Other side. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Don't hold your breath. Keep breathing. Go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last time. It's okay to have a little bit of a shake. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And that's it. Okay, that is our gentle core. Feel free to add this onto any day. Maybe it's part of your nighttime routine. You're in comfy clothes, you get down onto the floor, you do a couple minutes of your gentle core, and every day we build towards a stronger core. Thanks for joining, and I'll see you next time.